Alright folks, Walker Dog back for pure MTGO. Still playing Dreadstill. This is game 2. I lost game 1 against this blue-black counterbalance deck that's very basic land heavy. Some of my wastelands are actually pretty bad. I believe I may have sided out one wasteland to bring in one Academy Ruins that I have in the sideboard. In these type of matchups, Academy Ruins is a huge threat. I wish I'd shuffled away one of these Trick Mines or a Stifle, probably a Stifle. But I did know he had Polluted Delta at least, so I mean I could hit that. And it's not like I don't want to Stifle Knot at some point. I don't hate it, I didn't really need 3 Stifle effects. And he names Mishra's Factory, which I obviously have another in my hand. Not so great. But I mean, it would have sucked if he'd named Misty Rainforest or Scalding Tarn too, so I probably should not complain. Having the Pyroblast is in the sideboard really is kind of aces. And he's stuck on land, which is kind of a bad beat for him. But what are you going to do? I'll just keep dropping lands. And no, we see Teferi. That's a very important card to know about, obviously. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen Teferi before, but here's his thing. Again, he can be flashed out, gives all his creatures flash, and each opponent can only cast spells as sorceries. You can't cast Trick Bind, you can't cast Stifle, you can't cast Force to Will, pretty much. It's pretty bad for me. Here, I'm not sure why, but I didn't want to shuffle away these. So, yeah. I guess the only reason I can think of that I was really wanting to keep the Stifle and the Trick Bind around if he drew a fetch land. And I'm perfectly happy with killing off his ruins and running out Crucible. Crucible is kind of a decent sized threat in this matchup. I'll Pyroblast it because just the ability to draw 2 cards a turn for a few turns is nice. And the ability to recur Wastelands is nice also. He has Trinket Mage. And I believe I allow it. I probably should have Stifled. I don't know why. It was pretty late when I was playing this, so I really should have Stifled that right there. But whatever. I almost played land still like a donk into the fact that he has a needle on my factory and a dude out, and I would have lost probably. But then I realized, you know what? Trinket Mage is a better card to play here. So I'll bring out the Stifle Knot combo, get it ready, and go ahead and Stifle him up. At this point, I mean, I have Force Will to protect. I have Trick Bind to protect if he has to fetch a land for removal. If he has something like Engineered Explosive, I have Trick Bind for it. So I felt pretty good. I also can set up another Stifle Knot situation. I'll beat down. He will try Echoing Truth. I'll hardcast the Force. Spell Pierce doesn't get around that, you know. There's not really any mana denial spell that, or mana taxing spell that can beat the hardcasted Force when you have 3 mana open. Even mana or mana leak I could pay for. So he goes down to 8. I believe he plays Dark Confidant. Maybe not. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, here's what happens. He goes for the fetch. I think he may have wanted to see something different. He might have been trying to run Sower of Temptation out. Either way, I Trick Bind it, and that's game.